Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check 61. Matchbox lights. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Check your hot read.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Protein spill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Squeeze. Here we go. Slam. Yep. Check, hey, echo.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
80 weapon. Hey, exit. Check, clear.
2nd and 5. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
5. Go. Be ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Check. Greystone, travel. Let's go. Get set. Big grip.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
90 Wolf. Check 55. Hey.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check it back. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here. He'll bite, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 19-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 19-yard line. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Let's go.
This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, mine's 50, mine's 50. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Breida. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Tucker's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the out. Under 10, recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Bravo.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Situation, let's go.
stepping up. He'll try and run. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. 15 on it. Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Go. Baby, I got you. Mike's 50. Go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Come on, come on.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Intended for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards on the ground.
41-yard gain. And the Bengals first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Blue draw, Orchid.
They'll run here with Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ready up. 61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 65 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Protein spill. Switch.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
36. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
X3, 218, chop.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 99, check 99.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. Look, squeeze. Showing it. Shoot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
occasionally you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. They still can't get it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.